Hello, welcome back. I got the Conjuration research done. I'm going to do Alteration next. There is a big lightning resist buff at 9. Perfected protection from shocks. AoE 24, 10 shock res. 87 cast time, which is quite useful as well, since we can definitely get it up before most big spells go off. We'll need to join a communion to do it, but our A2 mages can do it in communion. There is a spell that lets you join a communion, an air spell. I forgot about that. We only need bows for our mages to make sure they don't continue casting stuff. But it seems like it might be useful. There's also a big drain life here as well. D5, do AoE 7 drain life. Our national hero could do that in a communion. He's D4 with the staff, I think. I was wondering, if you're a communion master and you cast drain life, does this give the life drain to the slaves as well? Or I might check that. I'm not really sure. Yeah. That's the current research target anyway. We got hit by a bunch of new spells this turn. It was primal sylphs appearing out of the sky. These are air elementals with animal ore. So they kill a lot of our mages, unfortunately. You know, as I'm looking at this, I'm remembering I forgot to put more bodyguards on our mages. God damn it. Then again, I'm not sure if it would actually help. But yeah, we lost quite a few mages to that. There's 3, 4, 5. One of them, this is really unfortunate, one of them is our Windmaster. So we've only got 2 mages in this province and we lost one of them. The others are a priest and some major stargazers, which is also unfortunate. So, rough one. We did also cast 3 small fire attacks though, and they all got Clove Neophyte kills. So, not too bad, I guess. Did the usual spells besides that. What else have we got in here? I sent some Ox Heads. I sent them at the province we just lost to the Clove Elder. I assumed this guy would be sneaking away. But no, he moved away. So we had to fight him. But I was looking, these guys don't do too badly against this guy. I'm not sure why. You have 97 fatigue. His fatigue is going up. Why is that? He's got 3 reinvigoration. Oh, he's got a chest wound. That would be why. This guy goes over 100 fatigue quite a bit. I was wondering, if we threw a bunch of remote spells at this guy, I wonder if we could kill him just because he'd go over the fatigue limit. He's regenerating 15 health per turn, unfortunately. I think we might have just broken his shield as well. I'll just rewatch that to see if he started with his shield. Yeah, so he had a Vine Shield, so we've broken his shield and he's generating fatigue. So I'm casting a bunch of remote rituals on this province that he's in now, this turn. Maybe we could kill him, I don't know. It'd be really tricky, but I'll give it a shot. Did some domes over our Conjuration province, did some site searching, wasn't successful. Took control of the Nethermont province we lost last turn. We got the free temple and then got patrolled. And then some battles. Elkland, he took back province next to my fort with some of his mages. It's over here. I snagged this with a scout after he moved through it. Ragdan, this is where that Clove Elder just moved to, so it was here, moved here. So this is the one I'm hitting with rituals. And Falgoth is, yeah, my little raiding force trying to go into Zatopek and stuff, quite a lot of province defense, some mages. I just had some harpies and some soldiers being led around by Mound King. It wasn't enough to get through the mages though, unfortunately. So our tiny little raiding force has also stalled over in this part of the world. Although the commander survived, so Compost is heading elsewhere now to pick up some more units. That's something, I suppose. Another mixed bag of messages. We got lots of barbarians this turn, lots of attacks in general. Still some plague going on. I don't know how you stop plague. There's the pearls from our global. We got tons and tons of gold events this turn though as well. There's 705, 175, some gems, income, 1200 gold, and a faithful, unrest, pearls, lost income, Atlanteans attacking, lost population, lost gold. Yeah, crazy events. We've got a mixture of good event causing things and bad event causing things everywhere. Heats increases. You can see from the neutral the amount of things that we got attacked by this turn. Barbs, Shamblers, there's Lilithors, Woodhenge Druids, False Prophets. Patrol at some, I think these are just scouts, yeah. No Licos this turn. Lots of patrolling, as you can see. Lots of filthy brigands. And we did cure someone's affliction over here. I had the feeble-minded guy. I forgot our mages are also undead, so we can't even cure feeble-mind with the healer. Healer's kind of useless to us, huh? I guess you can cure afflictions on our big mages if they pick up afflictions, which is something. And that's it for messages. Another pretty simple turn though. I'll go down here. We summoned a Talistic Animate this turn in Boneland, so that's going to put up a temple. That's good. I've been putting up lots of province defense everywhere. We had quite a bit of gold again this turn though, so I'm doing lots of recruitment as well. I'm recruiting stuff over here. Just some units and mages and things in these forts. Maybe we can make a little army that can try and take some of this stuff. I don't know. Seems kind of hard because, yeah, there's lots of mages in this fort. This is probably the Fire Lord that has the projection. Yeah, projecting Fire Lord. So this looks intimidating, but it's probably quite empty. But we'll try and put together some kind of little army that can raid. So that's what's happening over here. Recruiting stuff in this fort as well. Lots of recruitment going on. We had like 2,000 gold spur this turn. So there's just units being recruited everywhere to just stuff into forts. Sarin Forest getting some chariots. So that's all that's really happening over here. We've got the mages here that are moving into this fort now. Compost moving home. We can put together something in this province to continue raiding, I guess, but yeah, momentum kind of stalled over here. Up here, lots of red arrows, mostly mages, so there's Arnold the Windmaster moving over towards Dathan. Got one in Ivermark with some winged shoes heading over to Kamatan. So we're bringing more mages over here slowly, but yeah, we don't have many and we lost one this turn. Other than that, still forging usual items, so coral blades, robes of missile protection. These are our item treasury now. Lots and lots of junk. We'll gear out this army when we have to. So I'm not sure what to do about this. I feel like we're probably going to lose if he storms, but I don't know what else to do. We'll teleport a bunch of stuff into the fort to help, I suppose, since we should probably go all out. But until that happens, I'm just trying to put together little raiding forces up here as well, and waiting. So every turn that goes by, we're going to lose mages to primal sylphs, but also gives us a chance to forge some items, I suppose. Greenwoods was summoning a bunch of stuff this turn. I got Huber, the Ether Lord, we summoned. He's going to teleport into this fort. He could put up Astral Dome, which would protect us from some sylphs, but it would also mean we can't do the fire attacks. Well, we can, but they might bounce off. I don't know, maybe it's better to dome it there, I'm not sure. But I'm teleporting him over. And I'm summoning more stuff in this province. We're getting another Cyclops this turn. We're getting a Titanic Wizard. See what that's like. And yeah, another Angry Ether Lord as well. So Cyclops, Angry Ether Lord, Titanic Wizard. The other Ether Lord can probably teleport into Urfel as well. I'm not sure whether or not to teleport my Guardian. On the one hand, would be good, because it's a big Astral Caster that can help out. On the other hand, if we lose, then I also lose all my globals. And it's possible we're still in the game even if we lose this, because we can keep summoning Ether Lords, who are pretty powerful, as long as we have Pearl income. So I don't really want to lose my Pearl income. I'm not sure. So moving some stuff into Moleton, just a bunch of mages and some trash. We'll just try and take some of these provinces. I'll see how easy it is. It's just, we saw this province over here that has like 300 units of province defense, so this says it's only one officer and a few loyal henchmen, so I don't know, maybe it's not too bad. See if we can take some of this stuff over here. Maybe he's struggling for income and he can't just bump province defense everywhere, because this one had 0 province defense. And I feel like if you've got that global that gives you additional province defense, you probably want to leave some behind. Because I just took this with basically nothing, because there's no PD here. So maybe I should just be hitting his cat with as much blight as possible every turn. Just to keep killing his income so that he can't put PD everywhere. Because it is very effective when there's 300 units of PD in a province. I don't know. But we're moving stuff into Moliton. We'll try and start raiding here. We know that his Clove Elder is in Ragden, so I'm going to try and defend Edirol. It's just some mages. But they're all going to be summoning Soulslay. So maybe we'll get lucky and just blow him up. Not sure. And that's how things look. Not much else happening. Still making Storm Spools, summoning Mound Kings, reanimation in my Death Throne, Coral Blades, Missile Protection Robes, more Enchanted Small Fire Attacks. I'm doing Telistic Animates in that throne as well, just to dilute the target pool for Sylph attacks. Aetherlord, Mound King, Uber is teleporting, Titanic Wizard, Cyclops, building the Palisades. Sending Lamias, yeah, that's the other thing as well. So this province has the Clove Elder, so I'm hitting it with Ox Heads, Lamias. I think there might have been something else as well, I'm not sure. We'll try and kill him with rituals though. I mean, he's got 100 fatigue, it might happen. Let's see how it goes. But that's really it for this turn though. Turn 74. Purple's currently 101 of 300. Not sure if it cracks open next turn or the turn after. I guess we'll see. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next turn. Hello, welcome back. Some spells as usual. We did not get hit by any rituals this turn. So, no Seeking Arrows, no Primal Sylphs. We did some fire attacks though. All 4 were successful, which is quite good. So we've killed 4 more Clove Neophytes. So that's not bad. I'm going to keep doing that. We summoned another Aetherlord. We summoned a Titanic Wizard. Check this guy out. He's a large gentleman. 62 hit points, size 6 wizard. 24 research. Air 1, Water 1, Earth 1. Pretty good. I'll summon some more of those if I can. I should probably use Water Gems on Bishopfish going forwards though. That'll be the next plan. Right, we sent some stuff into Ragden. We sent some Lamias and some Ox Heads, trying to catch this guy. So this is the Clove Elder who has the chest wound, so he tends to hit 100 fatigue, and we broke his shield last turn. So, Ox Heads weren't enough. Are Ox Heads plus Lamias enough? That's the question. Lamias, of course, when they turn into snakes, they get the venomous fangs that do 15 points of AN poison damage. And this guy has no poison resistance. He does regen 15 health a turn though. But he's taking some big hits occasionally. It's hard to get through his protection. 58 hit points. He's mostly awake. Oh, back up to 101 fatigue. Oh, 2 snakes. Oh, 33 hit points. Oh, 28. He is routed. So he got away. But we won the fight. I think that might mean he died, because he has no retreat route. I don't think stealth units can stealth retreat somewhere. I think you just die. So, that might have been successful. Not too bad. So we took Ragden back as well. Didn't even have that many events this turn. More Plague. Rumours of Plague. 21 pearls from our global. Fortune, Air Gems, Luck. 234 gold and some Dominion. Lost some income, Unrest. And saw some independents attacking Osea. We caught 4 more Lecos, all in Ogwoods, which is over here. I guess he was trying to sneak this direction. But he hit the patrollers in Ogwoods, so that's the end of those Lecos. And Urfel has been breached. So, this turn is basically just preparing for a Fort Storm. Keen-eyed viewers may have noticed that I have no gems. I've alchemized everything into fire gems. We are doing 12 more casts of fire attack this turn, since the last 4 were pretty successful. If they are that successful this turn, we should kill 12 more mages, which will help, so fingers crossed that happens. Yeah, and that's really the story of this turn, is just prepping for Airfall. So I'll do that last. Let's talk about down here. Can't do anything here because I pulled all my items and gems away elsewhere, but next turn we'll assemble some kind of army with the stuff in the garrison plus a few mages. And we'll just walk around here capping these provinces. Seems like a good idea. I do also want to just defend this throne as well, but we've got decent-ish scout coverage in this region, so we can see it doesn't look like there's much walking towards us just yet. So we'll try and assemble an army here and walk down. I would also like to take these lakes, and maybe start summoning bishopfish in this little sea. I guess we'll see. Up here, still just moving stuff into this fort, and occasionally moving stuff out to do patrolling. There are definitely Licos around here now, because Dathan's up to 180 unrest. Ivanmark's 62. I assume they've gone this direction, and they're going through here. What about Summer Bay? 84. So this is the next region that needs to be patrolled to get rid of the Licos. Good stuff. And still just recruiting random stuff to move some kind of army down soon. Got a basic commander here, Boulder Thought. Some junk building up in garrisons and on units around the world. Lots of units over here. So we'll roll out a little army soon. These guys in Embracer still just sitting here waiting for some items. That's fine. Lost lands, lots of skeletons. So that's how the rest of the world looks. This turn we've got this little squad here. Managed to take Mollaton. I don't think I looked at that one, did I? Nothing there, so that went fine. We can threaten these 3 provinces. This one has a temple. I'm going to go to this one. This one seems like the most obvious one to get defended. Let's go for this one. We'll see if we can be successful. Same army. Not much stuff, but see if we can just snag some provinces for free. That would be good. So let's look at the Earthful army. Little guys, as usual, are just communion slaves. They're all at the back in a line. They've all got 1 bodyguard. Not much else to say about those guys. Next up, middle mages. These guys have all been given 1 earth gem. They're going to cast Earth Power on turn 1, using the earth gem, because this requires E2 to cast, unfortunately. Gives you 1 earth magic and 4 reinvigoration, as usual. And then for the next 4 turns, they're just going to spam lightning warding. This is 15 shock resist, but only in an AoE 1. They cast it very quickly. So in about 1 turn, we'll have 4 squares of shock resist from all of our mages. So I'm hoping that's enough lightning resist to cover all our mages, who are all on the back line. And finally, the big mages we've got. So if you have air magic, you're just going to try and cast some kind of protection from... one of the difficulties we have is there is no lightning spell that only affects the caster. No lightning resist spell that only affects the caster. Except for protection from shocks, which requires A1 and has a 200% cast time. So it's not ideal, but it's the only shock res we can propagate through our communion slaves. So a bunch of mages who have air magic are just casting this at some point in their script, just to make sure it goes through the slaves at some point. So here we have this random siren we got a while back. Gonna communion master, protection from shocks, communion slave. That's her role. Umrig here is also going to try and do Thunderfend. This is a battlefield-wide shock res, but it's only 5. But again, this is the best we can do in terms of big shock resist spells that are guaranteed to hit people. So, not great, but it's what we got. Next up, we got all the Astro Mages who are doing mostly stuff we've seen before. Some guys are doing things like improved lightning warding. So, yeah, there's lightning resistances in a lot of these scripts at different places. This one is 15 shock resist in AoE 6, lingering for 100% cast time. So there's some more shock res. Other guys are just doing mutual stuff. There's an HM mage doing Howl, then propagating enlargement and regen. We got mass confusion. We have an earth guy here doing lots of lightning wardings. More lightning wardings. There's a doomcaster. There's my Cyclops. Still just scripted to do some self buffs and then attack. Not sure how useful that's going to be. That's what he's doing. Also got an HMH doing relief. And yeah, usual stuff. The one new guy is Huber. We'll probably rename this guy. He's going to Communion Master himself and then do Time Stop. This is pretty easy to cast. 125 cast time, 1 pearl. So he'll do Time Stop and then he's going to cast Advanced Force Returning 3 times in a row. So this is AoE 27, force enemy units back to their capital. This should disrupt the army pretty badly. So let's give that a shot. And that's his role. And that's it. We don't really have many units, to be honest. They're all spread out in like skirmish formation, in as many like separate blocks as possible. And they're all currently scripted to just attack flyers. And that's to deal with air elemental spam, just in case we see air alleys instead of lightning fountains. Have I ever actually looked at the lightning fountain spell, by the way? It was this one that was killing us. So AoE 1 requires an Urjum. Does 6 points so armor getting damage that chains 4 times and lingers for 9 turns. Pretty bad one. There's also a smaller version of it here, which it might have been this one, I don't know. But it's exactly the same thing, just takes longer to cast. But there are also air elementals in the book. So putting up Storm and casting air allies with all of those mages is also viable. So got to watch out for that as well. So yeah, every single unit is just set to either hold and attack flyers or just attack flyers. Just to focus any air allies that appear. And that's about it. That's the whole script. There are some dudes teleporting in. Got a guy over here. More lightning warding looks like. This guy's also propagating Power of the Spheres through the Communion. That's nice. Some guys over here are teleporting in. We have more lightning warding. Another Thunder Fend, because why not? Let's make sure it goes up. Another Mass Confusion. And finally, a real wild card. I'm teleporting Mizunik in. I'm going to have him cast Rigor Mortis. I think this will hurt him more than it hurts me. Mostly because we have a big Communion and Relief. And all of our Communion slaves are undead. So this won't affect them. So why not? We'll give it a shot. Might as well do something with Death Magic. Rigor Mortis seems like a good one. And that's it. All our gems are alchemized. We're doing like a tiny amount of forging, but mostly we're just doing fire attacks on this stack and preparing to get stormed. More likely we get pinged with a scout first, but on the other hand, you might be a bit worried about the fact that he keeps losing mages to remote attacks. So he might storm immediately. And I'm not sure if we can win or not. In the end I settled for not teleporting my god into this battle. I don't think it would help that much. Instead my god is going to cast Improved Imprint Souls at Elkland, which is also being attacked by some Black Harpies. This is to cut off the retreat route just in case we win, so if we do win, well, hopefully he has no retreat route. Because I think Imprint Souls should take the province, I'm not sure. I have never used this game ever in my life. But looks like it causes some kind of attack on the province. And magic penetration helps, so we have a lot of extra levels. So no idea how that spell works, but we're casting it on Elkland, so I guess we'll see the results of it next turn. And I think that might be it for this turn. Not sure if anything else is happening. Briefly go through. Still forging Storm Spools. Really wish I had more of those. Not all of our mages are lightning resistant, unfortunately. A couple of Coral Blades too. There's Imprint Souls. And there's all of our small fire attacks. Palisades is finished in 2 months in our Conjuration province, that's nice. One of the reasons I'm not raiding more aggressively from here is to defend this province, because I don't want to lose it. So, once the fort's finished, we can start moving some more of the crap in this province out of it, mostly the mages. But we can start summoning more stuff as well. Our gem income is very healthy, even though we have alchemized everything this turn. We can get a Cyclops out every 2 turns. Probably gear it as well. So a Cyclops every 2 turns will really help with raiding, I think. See how it goes. I'm going to hit end turn. So that was turn 75. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next turn.